I don't think that they got the sauce. I don't think that they can fuck with me. I don't think of none of that. As a matter of fact, well, let me leave that part out. I don't think that it's a guy that can mess with me in real life. And the fact that y'all out here spending money on these women is crazy to me. That's crazy. That is insane to me. But
So you don't like men who choose to, even though they know they're probably getting finessed. What about them?
I just don't understand why people are spending money on box.
I get it, but how
I
do
think
you feel?
okay, let me substantiate it like this. Um,
Men out there know they're getting finessed and still do it because they like it.
I don't think that the dating phase starts until after you get married. I think that that's when you actually start to court and you learn your person. I think that that's when you start to entertain and spend money. But I think that prior to that, I don't understand the logic behind people spending money in order to try to impress people. That it just makes no sense. It's a dead end. It's a bad investment. I've never seen it happen before. To where you spend money on something that you know you're not going to get a return on. And the worst part about it is that you don't have to. You have no reason to. Like the greater you become, especially when you become greater and older and much wiser, they'll do it for clout. Like they do it just because if they going, and it ain't gonna take no amount of money to convince her otherwise. If she going, if she wants you, she going, and it don't matter if you take her, you know what I'm saying, to the car, or if you just take her to your crib, or you spending money on her. She going. She already know whether she want to sleep with you when she first meet you. And so it's not even a thing, right? It's just really a formality. It's yours to lose. So I don't understand the idea of a guy spending all of his money and courting and doing all of that. And that's not his wife. At the time that you get married, and that's when the dating process starts. That's when I think that the effort comes in. But people got it opposite. They spend all of their time and their energy in the process before they get married, and then they get relaxed instead of spending their energy on a person. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of somebody fixing their house up to sell it. So you lived in it as a piece of shit the whole time, and then you're gonna get it fixed up for somebody else to get it. That makes no sense to me. Right? I think that you should enjoy it and you should get the best out of it when you in it. You don't fix it up in order for somebody else to come and enjoy it for you. That's weird to me. And so I think that everybody doing it backwards. I think once you start to get into it, that's when you have fun. That's when you spend the money. That's when you start to enjoy life. That's when you start to go on vacations together. That's when you start to figure out, you know what I'm saying, experiment what your sleeping situation is. That's when you go out and you spend the money on all of that other type of stuff. But the shit that y'all got going on right now, that's weird to me. Because all you doing is you dating somebody's representative. They putting their best foot forward. You don't know who they truly are. You're trying to figure out how you can get through the layers to understand who they truly are. And then you want to get into a relationship with them and then try to figure out what the fuck y'all doing. That's when you get comfortable. That's when you get relaxed. But you put your best foot forward for everybody that then got with you. And then you want to give me the rest of you and you want to take your time and be regular around me. No, I want you to put your effort when I get there. If I get there and your pajamas is fucked up every day, but your shit was gonna be presentable before I got with you because you was trying to impress me and you ain't want to give a bad impression when I came over your house the first time, that's backwards. That's why I say even with guys, right? Stop leading with your money, right? You could be fresh, you could smell good, you could do all of that, but don't tell her what you do for a living when y'all go on a date. Don't tell her none of that. As long as it ain't nothing illegal, get the fuck up out of there. Let her learn who you are authentically just by being around you. Bring
Yeah, I
that,
agree with that.
that chick to the
I agree
bar.
with that.
Bring her to the barbecue and see how she interact with the other women. See whether or
Mhm.
not it's gonna be appropriate and how she dresses when you say that, hey, I'm about to take you to the barbecue. I think my mama gonna be there. Your mama probably ain't gonna be there, but just see how she come out the house just to see what her mindset is. Right? Stop spending money on these women. Take her to something fun, right? Go and do something that don't cost no money, and then take that hoe over to Cold Stone and spend $13 on some ice cream and see if she too greedy and she want to eat yours too or some shit, right? Don't spend no whole bunch of money on these women, man. And if she not willing to do that, then she not yours anyway. That means that she was finessing you. Fuck that. $150 for two people, and that's Jay Alexander's money. That's fucking Capital Grill money. I'll spend on $150. I think I spent $150 on my anniversary dinner, and I was at the Capitol Grill. I ain't spending no fucking $150 on a woman that I don't even know. Fuck
You know
her.
where's a good girl place to take a girl on a date? I took her to an escape room. So you got like workout problems together, and you're frustrated, and
No, I ain't taking her to no either. Nope, none of that.
what
Take
you
her
mean?
around,
It was like a
What,
good
like no
experience.
fun, nothing
take
fun,
her around the
nothing.
homies and see whether or not she for the streets. If one of them can knock her off, then she ain't yours in the first place, and don't even trip about it. Take
Nigga,
her,
we did some
bring
puzzles,
her
nigga.
around,
We got
bring
out.
her around, bring her, call her up when you ain't got nothing better to do and y'all just want to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do something unique, take her fucking to the museum. That don't even cost nothing. Well, at least in Michigan they don't. DIA is fucking free. See whether or not whether she can be quiet enough or whether she talk too loud inside of the art museum. You know what I'm saying? Take her to a fucking chess tournament and see if that hoe don't get bored quick and if she start picking up her phone. Like, test these women, bro. Test them in environments and doing things that she wouldn't normally be accustomed to, and see how she react to it. See how she talk about it. Look at her social media and see if she start talking to her TikTok followers about you and running her mouth too much. That's how you know. How you weed these women out, man. You can weed them out very easily, and just be around. Whenever you start to bring her around, and I'm not talking about a woman that you just busting down, right? If you're gonna bust her down, bust her down. But a woman that you think that you may take serious, don't spend no money on her. Just go out and see. Bring her around environments where it's not just y'all. It always needs to be other people there to see how she's gonna react and how she's gonna interact with other people. And if she ain't the one, don't trip. You weeding out the ones that you don't want to be with very quickly, so that you can find the one that actually makes sense and add value into your life. It's very easy to weed out these women. Take her to go see it. Listen, go to we used to do with these things they call the dollar show, right? And the dollar show is like the rundown theater that is not the IMAX one, it's not the good one. It's the one where all of the movies is already out of the theater already, but it's like the ones that straggling and left over. And take her to go see a bad fucking movie and see whether or not y'all be talking about how bad the movie is. Do stuff like that. Don't go do stuff to where you're trying to entertain her. Do stuff to see how she reacts to things and whether or not she a person that you would want to spend your time around, even when you're not fucking her. That's when you know that that's the woman that you would want to take a little bit more serious. If you want to be around her, even when you're not trying to fuck her, that's the woman that you want to start paying attention to a little bit more.
Yo, Freezy, what's good?
I'm not gonna give y'all all of this.
What's going on? What's going on?
What
up to my dog Freezy?
What's good?
What's up,
You
panel?
got the whole raw going on. Wait, I have a question, Anton. What would be the reverse advice for women?
I think that women just needs to go out and make themselves available. And when I say available, I'm not talking about available like to every guy that walk up to her. I think the problem with women is that they in the house too much. Right? Meaning that how is a guy gonna find you if they don't even know where you at? Right? Women want to be homebodies, but the ways in which you find and that don't mean go to the club, that don't mean to go to the dumb spots, right? It means go into places that then would allow you to actually be fruitful or have a good time or whatever. But then it makes yourself available to be approached by guys, and then you know what I'm saying, see how they lead. If they leading with their money, that's not the guy for you. Right? That's the thing that women are not teaching each other. If they leading with their money, that's not the guy for you. Because let me tell you something, he can't sustain that. No guy can sustain running with the speed of an Olympic sprinter and being Superman in the beginning. You setting yourself up for a disappointment. He cannot sustain that. Impossible. Go with the guy that's a little bit more mindful, and he's not trying to go off of that type of energy, but he's actually trying to understand you. Because if a guy is spending money on you, that means that he's trying to impress you. That's the difference. If a guy's just trying to impress you, that's not the guy you want to focus on. You want to go with the guy that's actually a little bit more mindful and is paying attention to you. And paying attention to you is a completely different game than the guy that's trying to impress you. The guy that's trying to impress you might be still trying to fuck you. That's all he's interested in. But pay attention to the guy that don't give a fuck about you. That's the guy that you want to pay attention to. If he don't give a fuck about you, if he ain't tripping, but he actually just genuinely think that you dope, that's the guy you want to start focusing on, because that's the guy that got your best interest at heart. Most of the time, it's your best friend and you already know him. and you friend zoning that motherfucker because you think that he ain't cool and that he corny. But that's the guy that you tell all of your secrets to. He always there for you. He got your fucking back whenever you crying because another nigga fucked over you. He always there to wipe your tears, and he the one that actually love you and value you the most. But you overlooking him because you think that he corny. That's the dude that actually is the dude that you should be in a relationship with. Y'all know him. 9 times out of 10, y'all know the guy that you're supposed to be with, but you denying it because you think that he's gonna be there the whole time. And if that nigga got the courage enough to leave you, then you would be on his nuts. If he got the courage to walk away and say, hey, listen, I don't want to be bothered with this. I got my own life. Then you would start wanting him, and you wouldn't want to lose. You wouldn't want to lose him. But because he make himself too available is the reason why he ain't got you. That's the problem. As soon as he gets some nuts, fellas, if you in the friend zone, walk the fuck away. And she gonna be all on your nuts, bro. Walk away.
Is it bad if a woman makes herself too available to a man?
No, that's what she should be doing. You want to get chose.
So she
Don't play hard. Listen, play hard to get with the dude that don't give a fuck about you. I mean, not let me revise that. Don't play hard to get with the dude that ain't tripping over you. Just be cool, play it cool, be safe, have a good time. But y'all throw yourselves to the dudes that y'all know ain't no good for y'all. For the guy that you know that you're supposed to be with, let him know. Hey, listen, I like you. Tell him. Let him know. And 9 times out of 10, he already like you too. He just ain't trying to overstep his boundaries because he's too nice. Get with the nice guy. He gonna treat you well. He gonna make sure you got good benefits. He gonna be able to go to the doctor and go to your OBGYN. You gonna do all of these good things that you really gonna want to do when you get older. I'm telling you, nigga that's still dancing in the club like Owen Wilson, and he 50 and he on top of the bar trying to make it rain. That ain't the dude that you want. I promise you.
I think a lot of guys end up
He got a
spending
good
a lot
job,
of money.
benefits. He got an HSA plan, probably pouring into his 401k. That's the nigga that you want. He your best friend.
Profit sharing. Fuck them niggas with Aetna. Get you a nigga with United Healthcare.
Yeah, the conversation that he having with. Listen, I just got this paper in the mail today, and it's saying, "Hey, we're switching over your benefits from Fidelity over to Empower." Right? If he talking to you about that, that's the nigga that you want. Nobody give a fuck about no Amiri jeans and all that shit. That ain't impressive.